whole day inspire a person to chant Hare Krishna. Like there is so many people, so you can give someone mala, because sometimes people ask what you doing, what you chanting, so you can explain them how to chant, because if they chant, then they will be connected to Krishna. Gift a copy of Bhagavad Gita. Maybe you can have some books with you, then some people you can give gift. On 6th, learn one Bhagavad Gita slok. So you can keep this calendar in front of, on your fridge, you can stick it, and then every day you can do that. Chant one extra round. On it, offer a ghee lamp to Krishna. Glorify a devotee to your friends and family. Like we should have a habit of glorifying devotees. When you glorify devotees, it's a nice, that way you don't at least make an offense. Keep habit of glorifying devotees. Discuss one pastime from Krishna book with someone. Like if you read and if you tell 3 people what you read, then it will become yours. You will never forget. So sometime you can do with your friends that we all will read something and we will tell everybody. So that is, we can do too, or you can read together. That way you can read Prabhupada books. Write a letter expressing your gratitude to Krishna. You can write a letter. Listen to a lecture by Srila Prabhupada. Keep a Krishna conscious WhatsApp status. Write anything you like the most in Krishna conscious, most in Krishna. Decorate your altar with flowers. Cook snack for Krishna. You think that maybe Krishna will like this, then you cook that. Like when you go shopping, then you should think, oh, what my Krishna will like. So buy that thing and then come home and cook for him. So we have to keep Krishna in the center all the time to maximize our Krishna consciousness. We have to do same thing, just add Krishna in the center. Like this, your house is a temple. You think that I'm the servant in this house, and a house belongs to my Lord, and I'm just serving him, and I'm taking care of his house and doing some seva to him, whatever he needs. So that way, you put Krishna in the center, and maybe in your house, you should keep Krishna's temple in the living room. So all the time you can see Krishna. Some people keeps it in one closet, so that's not nice. He should have at least some nice facility, because the house belongs to him. So we should keep him such a way that everybody can have his darshan all the time. And by having his darshan, you get purified. And then everybody can, in the family, you distribute seva to everyone. One person can do arti, one person do offering, one person do cooking. So that way everybody will be engaged. That's the goal of keeping the deities in the house. Prabhupada says you have to make all the houses a temple. Keep deities in the house and do whatever we're doing in the temple, we do home. Because every day we cannot go to the temple. So at least we have a deity at home and worship Krishna in the house. And then with the deities, if you, like whomever you serve, that person loves you. So if you serve the deities, then deity will love you. So you have to have a habit of talking to the deities and everything. So then you will get reciprocate. So it happens so many times when you want to do something for Krishna, then somehow or other it happens. Like sometime I want to offer him something, the person brings the same thing to Gonitai. So all we have to do is desire. We have to desire right. Because without desire we cannot live. So we have to desire, but desire Krishna conscious. One time Prabhupada went for a walk in a garden, And then some Prabhupada senior devotee went with him. So everybody asked questions, but one devotee didn't ask any question. So when Prabhupada sit down in the car to go, he holds the door and he says, Prabhupada, how can I become a Krishna conscious? Then Prabhupada says, desire. He said, just answer like that, desire. And then he says, desire to desire right. So if you desire right, then we become more and more Krishna conscious. So, and any vows we take small vows. Then we can improve more and more. If we take like I will read this book in Monday, then it becomes impossible. Then next day, you stop reading. But when you say this much, then it's easy. And then slowly and gradually, you can increase. So, and we have to become a humble, to become a Krishna conscious. When you become humble, it becomes more, people likes it, and devotee likes, Krishna likes, Guru likes, everybody likes it. Because where one time is like so much wind, and all the tree, they was falling, and the blade of grass, even so much wind comes, blade of grass doesn't happen to anything to him. He just go down, and when the wind goes, and he will stand up again. So if we bow down, then less problem. But if we don't bow down, and if we have ego and everything, then it's hard to become Krishna conscious. So we have to be always humble. Like Krishna, Bhagavad Gita, you see Krishna, the picture, he's serving Arjuna, he's doing his chariot driver. And when you become chariot driver, and then whoever is in the chariot, he says how to go this way and that way. So if he wants you to go left, then he puts kick here. And then if he wants to go right, then he kicks here. And if he wants to stop, then he kicks here. So Krishna did this for 18 days for Arjuna. Arjun didn't kick that hard, just a little. But he's so humble. He's like, Krishna is controller of everything. He's everything. But he's so humble. He become servant of his devotees. He's doing chariot driving for Arjuna. So when you become humble, it's like a Krishna himself become humble. Krishna doesn't like when somebody is very puffed up. Then Krishna always smash that. He doesn't like it. Even Satyabhama, yeah, anybody. Even Radharani and gopis, when gopi get little, then he left gopis. So ego, he doesn't like ego. He likes humble people. So we have to become humble. And when we become humble, trunadapi sunichena, tarorapi sahisnuna, amanina manadena, kirtaniya sadahari. So if you want to chant all the time, then you have to become trunadapi sunichena. Then you can chant in all conditions. Because when you're not humble, then you can make offense to the devotees, and then you cannot chant properly. So you have to be always humble. What I was saying. So there is so many example in Bhagavatam that devotees are so humble. And like you can take a vows that I won't become angry at anyone. Because when you become angry, what happens? Your blood boils first, then others. So why to boil blood? And when you forgive somebody, then your anger goes away. Forgive and forget. That's what we're supposed to do, that we should not get angry, and we have to be humble, and we have to forget the other person. Because when you get angry, you lose everything. It's not right, because anger takes away everything. He eats you. So we have to become very humble and not angry and not lusty and not greedy, and all these qualities we have to give up to become a Krishna conscious. And we have to do one thing, always try to associate with devotees, like-minded devotees. And whoever is more Krishna conscious than you, if you associate with that person, then you will become more Krishna conscious. If somebody is chanting nice round, if you associate with that person, then you will chant nice round. So, and we should not waste time. Prabhupada says, minute goes away, you cannot buy with any amount of money. So we have to be always scrutinize that I hope I'm not wasting time. You should always have mala with you. So whenever you feel that you have time, then take out your mala and start chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. And we should pray all the time, Hey Radharani, please engage me in your service and engage me in service of Krishna, devotional service. So we have to be always praying. Praying helps. So with anyone, if you pray something, then that person helps you. The same way, if you pray to Krishna, Krishna listens. So in this material world, we can become servant of two people, either Krishna or Maya. We cannot become master. We have to become servant. So we have to choose whom want to become servant. So better to become servant of Krishna, because even Maya will make you servant of Krishna, because we came back to this material world and Maya is kicking us, and this material world is like a jail. So Maya is telling us that become Krishna conscious. So she just puts you in the water and take it out like habu dubu bai. So somehow the Maya kicks us. So if we become Krishna conscious, then she lets us go. So if you take shelter of Krishna's lotus feet, then this material world is like a cow's footprint. You can cross over this material ocean, because when you take Krishna's lotus feet shelter, then everything is peaceful. So Prabhupada says, tightly hold Krishna's lotus feet and then see what Krishna does. Everything will be done. So Prabhupada always says, read my book. So we should read Prabhupada book, and we should hear. By hearing, we can improve our Krishna consciousness, Prabhupada says. So if you hear Prabhupada, every sentence is so nice. And wherever, like his book too, wherever you chew is like a sugar cane. And every sentence you hear is so nice. And Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Goswami says that you have to distribute Krishna Katha. He says, what is a good day? Sometimes some people says, oh, I have a bad day. So Bhaktisiddhanta says, what is a bad day? Bad day is the day you didn't hear Krishna Katha and the day you didn't tell about Krishna to someone. So that is a bad day, not accident or anything happened. That's a bad day. So most of the people have a bad day because they don't hear Krishna Katha, or they don't chant, or they don't tell someone Krishna about Krishna. So we have to make a vow that every day when I take a bath, I'll take a speaker with me and I'll hear. So 45 minutes you can hear Prabhupada until you get ready and everything, you can hear Prabhupada. So that way you can be associating with Prabhupada every morning. And even at eating time, you hear. Even cooking time, you hear. So cooking time, if you hear and cook Krishna Prasad, it will be so nice because your consciousness is with Krishna. So whoever eat that prasad, जैसा मन वैसा फूल. So हमारे मन whatever is in our mind, that kind of food we're going to prepare. So anna vaisa man. So whatever food we eat, that's how we get our mind. So we have to observe our mind in Krishna conscious all the time. If you get tired with one thing, then do other. Like if you get tired with chanting and reading and cooking and everything, then you watch some Krishna conscious lecture or a Krishna serial, yeah, something like that. And if you get tired, then you play some Krishna conscious game. And if you get tired, then you read Srimad Bhagavatam. It's like so much to do. People sometimes ask us, the material people, what you do in lockdown? I said, boy, it's a blessing because all you do is Krishna Bhakti, chanting, reading, cooking for Krishna, decorating him. So many seva. Sometimes we think we don't have enough time. 24 hours is not enough because we want to read more and more, but no time sometimes. So we have to always get enthusiastic. Enthusiasm is a way to go. And we have to be greedy with Krishna conscious, that where can I get Krishna Bhakti? Where can I get association? Where can I get good lecture? Like always look for positive thing. Then you will become always so happy and so peaceful and so Krishna conscious. And the whole day you do all activities for Krishna, then in your dream, Krishna will come too because your mind is always with Krishna. And then when you cook something nice for Krishna, you feel so happy that I hope Krishna like it. So it happens whenever I think about something for my Gonita, that thing happens. So then I get so happy. One time I was putting him in sleep, and then one, I don't know, the green kind of a bird, tita, I don't know what you call in English. It came in my room, and then I had to put him sleep, and I told Krishna, Gonitai, then Gonitai, this thing is going to bother you tonight, because it was so small and I didn't know where he went. So I couldn't find him. So I was putting him to sleep and I was changing his night dress. And then all of a sudden that thing came in Chaitanya's hand and he sit right here. So I said, oh Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, aap kitne merciful ho. Then I called Maharaj that open the door so I can take him out. So we took him out, and then he was not going away from Gornitai's Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's hand. He was so attached to Chaitanya, I guess. And then we flew him out. So Chaitanya is so merciful because I was worried about him, that how he will feel, because I don't know, I hope he doesn't bother you. So right away Chaitanya Mahaprabhu fulfilled my desire. So he does that. One time I was in a Delhi temple, so I couldn't bathe my Gonita. I was so busy in the kitchen and everything. So I was feeling bad that when they was doing a bathing for Gonita at the temple. So all of a sudden, my husband said, oh, go home and bring our Gonita and put it in front near the donation box, then everybody will bathe him. So they all bathed him so much. So Gonitai fulfilled my desire right away. So when you talk to the deities, they always fulfills your desires. So is anybody have any question? Hare Krishna.